Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen, and today we're doing a little bit of Valentine's Day crafts using Dollar Tree items and more. First, a DIY, we're going to make it pretty simple. I'm using two of these signs from Dollar Tree. I love these ones because one, they have a great frame, and two, they have that fun little bead topper or hanger, and then second off, they come apart just like photo frames. So we're going to take those out and just use some scrapbook paper. I'm going to put this scrapbook paper right inside. The cool thing about these is they were at Dollar Tree, but they were in the 25-cent bin. I know you guys have seen those. They have a ton of items for 25 cents, and this was one of them. I'm using these Dollar Tree wooden hearts. These were from last year, but it looks like they're kind of coming out with the same stuff they have the past few years. And I'm just trying to figure out what hearts I want on here. I ended up going with just the wood ones for that dark red background, and then kind of mixing it up with the red and pink on the other sign. Just used a little bit of hot glue to add all of the wooden hearts. I'm using one of the wooden crates from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go ahead and use some pink chalk paint, red and white chalk paint as well, and we're going to be painting the strips of the side of the crate different colors. We're going to be making some faux books. I do this for every holiday, every season, pretty much every single month. I love having new ones, and you can never have enough of these for the holidays. I have so many different shelves I can stick these on, or trays. I love making tier trays still, and I think that all of these items are actually perfect for tier trays, and you're going to see exactly how I put everything together once I was finished. Now for this one, I am chalk couture obsessed, and this is just a bunch of ones I've had from the past few years. I thought this PS I Love You one was really cute, and I've never used it, so I thought it would be perfect on the side of the faux books. I'm using some black velvet chalk paste. And now if you don't have chalk couture, you can always use stickers for this. They do sell like smaller black stickers from Dollar Tree that do fit on these crates, or you could always handwrite it, use your Cricut, whatever you have on hand, you could totally use. I just love the way this looks when it's completely done. So I like to use chalk couture any chance I get, especially when I'm using Dollar Tree items. It just makes things look high end. It's a baker's twine I grabbed at Dollar Tree, and I've had this Christmas tree ribbon. It has been quite a few years. I got it at Target in the dollar spot whenever they had it available, and I picked up a couple, and I kind of just keep it around for all sorts of crafts. One of them just stays with my Valentine's supplies. Just going to tie it and then wrap it a couple times, and then I decided to go ahead and make a bow with this as well. So I just wrapped the twine around my fingers a few times and tie it off, and I just added it right to the top of the books. To finish this off, I love these little paper flowers from Dollar Tree, and I decided to just go ahead and add one right to the center of the bow. These wooden boxes are some of my favorite items from Dollar Tree. I like to turn them into signs. You could turn them into whatever you choose. You could make them into boxes. I've used them for trays, all sorts of things. But go ahead and paint one of these red. I actually ended up painting two of them red and one of them pink. For the red one, I end up using this February 14th Chocolate Tour. This is from a few years ago. I have done something similar to this almost every single year, but I just love this one and I've used it many times, so I feel like I've definitely got my money's worth out of it. I love grabbing seasonal Chocolate Tour after the season's over because they have like up to 80% off some of their transfers, which is a steal. For the pink one, I decided to add these little sticker envelopes. These are from Hobby Lobby, and when they're on sale, I think they were under $1. I think they were 99 cents. And then Hobby Lobby always has so much Valentine's left over, it seems like, or at least in my area. So you can always pick it up for so much cheaper, and anything that is under $1.25, especially when you're looking at Dollar Tree. I love to go to Hobby Lobby. They have some great crafting supplies that you can get for under $1.25 when the sale starts. So don't grab anything at full price, just wait. It will always be on sale. And I decided to add the whole pack. I just kind of rotated and made like a pattern with the white and the red and the pink, and I just kind of went back to pink, red, and white. You can definitely see that. But I just went ahead and did that, kind of kept switching them around just to make sure that they were all lined up. I decided to go ahead and make one more of these because I found another chocolate tour that I was like, I want to use this one more time. And thankfully I did, because I ended up finding this one wadded up in my living room. I have a cat that is obsessed with these, so if I don't take care of them as soon as they dry, they're just not going to be where I put them. So once you use these, you're supposed to clean off the paste and then flip them sticky side up so you can wash them and let them dry, and then you put them back. Well, my cat had other plans, so RIP to the kissing booth transfer. This was the last time that you'll ever see it in one of my videos, but this is how they turned out. I think these look so cute. I love this larger tier tray. I actually got it at a yard sale for $4, and it is one of the biggest, and it is tall, and it fits so many items. Foam dice are from Amazon. I picked up a large pack of them. I like using them as faux marshmallows, and I have so much of this puffy paint. I have some Arteza, and then I have some from Walmart and Dollar Tree. I just wanted to share like how many of these I have, because I talk about this puff paint like far too much when it comes to seasonal items, because this is kind of the only time I bring it out. It's like Christmas, sometimes fall, Valentine's Day for sure, maybe some Easter. I don't even think I ever have, but it might end up coming out for Easter. Anyways, we're going to be using red, pink, and brown. We're making some faux chocolate and dripping it on the top of this. The best way to get a good drip is just to add a ton of this puff paint, and then you kind of tap your item, and then it starts to do a good drip. Whether they're great drips, I don't know. I kind of made these a little more mild than I should have because we're going to be making some fake s'mores. Personally, in the end, I really liked the chocolate or the brown one over the red and the pink, but I still think they're all cute. So you're going to see exactly what it looks like in a second. I decided to add some faces to these, some sprinkles to these. I ended up changing things around just a little bit. You'll see in the end. These sprinkles are from Amazon, and I must have loved them so much because I bought these this year and then went through my stash and realized I literally bought the exact same ones I bought a couple years ago. So I must really like them to rebuy the exact same ones. Figured I might as well keep them. I was almost out of the other ones anyways, so it wasn't a huge deal, but I was like, okay, they must just come to me. Like, I looked on Amazon, it didn't say I purchased them, but I obviously did. So yeah, once that was all done, I actually had my youngest daughter help me out, Presley. She kind of likes this kind of stuff. I think it's fun for her, and these are always they always turn out so cute. So how can you not want daughter participation? Once those were done, I decided to just cut some faces out with my Cricut. There's actually a face that I did not like, so you're going to see eventually that I didn't use that. These are just the wood planks that I'm using for the graham cracker, and I just had my husband cut them in half. It was cold. I can totally cut them myself, but if it's cold, he can do it for me. I'll let him participate as well. Once the faces were on, I just added some hot glue to the tops and the bottoms of the marshmallows to make a fun s'more. I think these are adorable. I've made these one time ever, and I think it was for a fall craft. They didn't have sprinkles, and I guess realistically you can't see the sprinkles once they're covered, so that may be something that next time I wouldn't do if I was going to make some s'mores, but at least I know that they're there, or if I want to look underneath, you can kind of see them poking through. But either way, I think these turned out cute. You just kind of have to hold them down because the sprinkles were kind of pushing up the wood just a little bit. So I did just hold them down like this for a few seconds until the glue dried. But I think these are cute. I ended up stacking them in my tier tray, and I think these look absolutely adorable. Like I said, I did take a face off and I just put that one in the middle, but like how cute are these little guys? I have used this bag of fake marshmallows for probably the past 3 or 4 years. There's 200 in here total, and I have never even I'm like halfway through the bag right now. It's insane how long these actually last. I decided to use obviously the pink, red, and brown once again with the faux sprinkles, and we're just going to be making a ton of fake marshmallows. I just think these are always super fun, and it just adds like a lot of cuteness and color when you're doing a tier tray, or even if you don't do tier trays and you want to throw it on a shelf. These are adorable. Most of the time I put these on little skewers because the skewers poke right through the bottoms, but I decided to go ahead and use one of these glass jars from Dollar Tree, and I thought that I had enough marshmallows and it didn't even fill it up all the way, but I thought, okay, this is cute. It doesn't need to be super full, and then I just kind of moved them around so they would kind of face upwards instead of upside down, and I just think that this is the perfect touch for this tray. But you guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, I would love you to stick around and subscribe. Till then, you guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.